morning students. In today's class we will go with chapter number 1 noun part 2. In this class I will be just telling you or discussing you about the various exercises. The previous I have given you till A to G exercise. Now I will be moving with from H, and this exercise is all contained about the abstract noun. So here in exercise H it is written like this. The given below is a list of nouns and you have to circle the abstract noun. And I told the abstract noun are the ideas, qualities, feelings. That means you cannot touch, you can only sense or you can have no senses qualities being used over there. Ideas, can you touch the ideas? Can you touch the anger? No. You can just feel the happiness of your joy and everything. So here the name of the abstract, the meaning of abstract noun is here is the ideas, qualities and feelings are known as an abstract noun. In exercise H, there are various noun has been written and you have to just circle what is the correct abstract noun. So I will be just telling you the first one, sorrow. Sorrow you have to circle it out. Then what is the next one? Porcupine. It's not like that. It's not an abstract noun. The next one is grief. Grief you have to circle. Then hope. Hope you have to circle. Then what? Lantern. It's not an abstract noun. Anger. Anger you have to circle it out. Container. It's not an abstract noun. Then what? The next one is tolerance. Tolerance is an abstract noun. You have to circle that word tolerance. Then when we move to the down of the exercise, that is happiness. Happiness is an abstract noun. Then tractor. Tractor you can touch, you can feel. That means that is not an abstract noun. Despair. Despair is an abstract noun. Then the last one is chalk. Chalk you can feel, you can touch, no? You can see everything. See, that does not mean that this is an abstract noun. So, hope you have just circled it out. Now I will be moving with the next exercise. Now, when we move towards our next exercise, that is exercise I. In that, what you have to do, you have to change the words in red into abstract noun. You have to change the words. You have to change the words in red. See, to make an abstract noun. So when you just open your textbook, children, there is words, a sentence is there, and some words have been written in red color. So that particular word you have to change into abstract noun, and then that means you have to use them in a filling the blanks. The first one is, the soldiers moved ahead courageously. Everyone praised them. So word courageously is in a red. You have to change that word courageously into abstract noun. So what will be that one? Everyone praised the soldiers for their courage. The first one, the first blank you will write it like this. Courage. Okay? Now I will move with the second one. We should be kind to animals. So the word kind is a red coated word. You have to change into abstract. So what will be the filling the blanks there? Let's show kindness to animals. The second one will be kindness. The third one, the teacher was patient with the children. The teacher showed a lot of patience. The patient is the word that is quoted in red. You have to change into abstract noun. That word will become patience with the children. The fourth one, lazy people often fail. The word lazy is quoted in the red form. And what is the answer for this? Some people often fail due to their laziness. Okay, understood in this format you will be doing. Now just turn your page to page number 6. Now you have turned your page to page number 6. The fifth one on the top is, Mr. Menon is so gentle that all the people like him. Here the red coated word gentle is there. When you change it into an abstract noun, it will become like this. Mr. Menon's gentleness makes him likable to all the people. So hope students you have written till now here. Now we will be moving with the next exercise, that is exercise J. Now in exercise J, children, it is written like that you have to put a tick mark. You have to put a tick mark to the correct abstract noun. To the correct abstract noun. You have to put a correct in the abstract, and that means in the brackets there will be 2, and whatever the abstract noun is suitable for that sentence, you have to put a tick mark. Okay, can we start? So the first sentence is like this: my teacher gave me a good good piece of dash, advice, patience. So according to that sentence, my teacher gave me a good piece of advice. So advice, the first one is advice. So you will be just putting a tick over advice like this, or you can underline it and then you can put a tick mark. The second one is the detective's intelligence / kindness helped him solve the case. The detective's intelligence. The intelligence is the correct answer. The third one is dash always has a fall. Pride. Pride is the word that is suiting in that form of sentences. You will write pride. You underline that pride and put a tick mark. The fourth one is Birbal's wisdom / height made him famous in Akbar's kingdom. So Birbal's what made him famous in Akbar's kingdom? His wisdom. So wisdom is the correct abstract noun. It suits in that sentence. So wisdom is the, you have to just put a tick mark over wisdom. The fifth one is Subhash Chandra Bose showed a great patriotism / dishonest and fought for his country. Subhash Chandra Bose is a national leader. He is the leader who had fought for the freedom for our country or freedom for us. So what is a patriotism is the correct abstract noun. Put a tick mark over patriotism. And the last one, the sixth one is dash is the best policy. Honesty or cruelty. Though honesty is the abstract noun that suits that sentence, that proverb. To underline the honesty word and other, you can just put a tick mark. Now I will move with the next exercise. Now as we come for the exercise K, it's a fill in the blanks that tells us the verbs and abstract noun. Here in this exercise we come across the word verbs and abstract noun. Both are there. How you will find out? See the fill in the blank. The sum of the blank, the abstract noun will be there. You have to write about the verb. And some of the word filling the blanks, verb will be there and you have to find an abstract noun. So we begin with the first one is arrive. It's a verb. And abstract noun is arrival. So you can write there near the abstract noun like this. Arrival. Okay. Because arrive is already there in the verb, you will just write arrival under the abstract noun. The second one is chose. See, CH. It's come under the second one come under the word of verb. So CH double OSE. And the abstract noun is already there is chose. So the third one is invent. It's a verb. So INVENT, invent, and abstract noun is there, invention. The fourth one is, it's a verb, it's given there, invert, and abstract noun is invention, INVASION. The fifth one, its verb is there, defend. So what will be the abstract noun? So defense, DEFENCE. Now just move to the next one, that the sixth one is, the verb dash is there and abstract noun, what is there written? Departure. So what will be the verb there? Depart. 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 The seventh one, the verb is written there. Discover. And abstract noun will be discovery. The eighth one, dash. Verb is not there, but abstract noun is written there. It's destruction. The verb will be destroy. The ninth one is, verb is in a blank and the abstract noun prevention. So if the word prevention is an abstract noun, what will be the verb? The verb will be prevent. The 10th one is, the verb is then interfering. So interfere means is a verb, and abstract noun will be interference. Okay, just go through it, and along with that I will be sending down the PDF also, so that there will be no spelling mistake when you write down in your textbook. I will be moving with the next exercise. Now children, when we move to the exercise L, here also it's a fill in the blanks. The fill in the blanks. Here what you have to do, children, you have to find out the correct abstract noun that is given in the bracket. See, you have some words, a helping word, the bracket, the abstract noun is there. You have to transform into the correct form. Okay. Now what is the first one is, Ambika needed her teacher's dash to leave the class. So in bracket, the word in the bracket, what is given, children? The word is given like this, permit. But when you just turn that into an abstract noun, that permit will become permission. Okay. So the next one is, the doctors waited for the dash of the child's mother. Arrive is the word given. The correct answer is arrival. The third one, dash lead to violence. In bracket it's given hate. The correct word is hatred. 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 The fourth one, India achieved its dash after much struggle. Free is the word that is given in the bracket. What will be formed into abstract noun? That will come freedom. The sentence will be like this, India achieved its freedom after much struggle. The fifth one, the dash of this room is exactly the same as this dash. So here in this blank there is two dash, and the word of the bracket is also written long and wide. The first one will be length. The length of this room is exactly the same as its breadth. Wide breadth. Okay. Now the sixth one is, there was a lot of dash in the classroom when the teacher announced the picnic. The word is excite, and the correct word or abstract noun will be excitement. There was a lot of excitement in the classroom when the teacher announced the picnic. Now hope you have understood what I am trying to speak and listen. Learn it very well properly. Now just turn to page number 7. Now children, in this page number, the next page is page number 7. In this exercise N, this exercise contains of possessive forms of noun. What is the possessive forms of noun, children? That is the belongings. That is of mine. Okay. This is mine. That is yours. That comes under the form of possessive pronoun. So here in this, I told you in my previous class, possessive always have an what, children? Apostrophe. Apostrophe is always needed, and in the previous class I have told you the 4 rules. What is when it is used for the noun, singular noun, plural. Okay, so all these things you have to keep in mind when we do this exercise. And one best thing I can tell you for this exercise is you can use a black pen or a pencil. It's very good if you mark it, because in this exercise you have to just mark this sign of apostrophe. So you will be using this sign. See this sign. Okay. So the first one is, the teacher's table was painted red, which annoyed her very much. So the word teacher, the first one I will be writing here on my board is, see the word is literally like this. Teachers. Together it is written. So where I have to put an apostrophe, children? I have to put an apostrophe here. Teacher apostrophe S. Teachers. Okay. The rest of the sentence is as it is. The second one is, my father's office is near to my mother's shop. So here, what is the word my father's? How you will be writing here? My father's. See, the word is together fully added. So where I have to put an apostrophe here, I will put an apostrophe there, children. I will put an apostrophe Near. Okay. Father's office is near to my mother's office. Again the word mother. M-O-T-H-E-R apostrophe S. Mother's shop. The third one is the women's dresses were very expensive even after the discount. So here the word women's, W-O-M-E-N, then apostrophe, and then I will put an S. Okay, women's. Now the fourth one is Anila is packing Anu, Rima and Sanjay's lunch. I told you more than one noun. So we will always put at the last of the noun. That is Sanjay's, S-A-N-J-A-Y apostrophe S, Sanjay's lunch. The fifth one, the three boys' bikes were parked in the driveway. The boys, B-O-Y apostrophe S. The sixth one is, where is Harjinder's pencil box? Harjinder's, H-A-R-J-I-N-D-E-R apostrophe S. Harjinder's. The last one is, I put on Raja's hat by mistake. Raja's, R-A-J-A apostrophe S. Raja's hat by mistake. Hope students you have understood. See, this all exercise you have to do in your English grammar textbook itself with a pencil. You will not use a pen. That will not look good. So, one more thing I have to tell you, that whenever this type of exercise is asked in your exam for the unit test, see, the rest of the thing you can write with a blue pen. But whatever the apostrophe that you are marking now, either use a pencil or a pen, black pen. Why? Because that will highlight the teacher that what you have done. So please watch the video once again properly and write it down. Along with this, I am sending my PDFs below.